Then we are live, kicking off the event. Cheers to You is the event title that we're calling this one here. Notary Plus, a Florida insurance specialist, and Venture Title putting this first of probably monthly events going on. If you're in the real estate business, networking, it's a place to be. But you don't have to just be in that business either. Gentlemen, I'm sitting with Dale Leatherwood. Good to meet you, man.
Hey, Adam. Good
And
to
your
meet you.
business is?
Clear Degree.
Clear Degree. We tagged it on here, but what is that all about?
So we are an education concierge. Basically, we help working professionals, working adults who want to go back to school, finish their undergrad degree, get a grad degree, or interested in an online program. It's way too confusing to try to figure out yourself. There's 28,000 online programs out there.
Yes.
So how do you
many
know?
not accredited, lose your money.
Yeah, you can spend a lot of money making a big mistake. So we guide you through the process of finding the right school based on your terms and save you a ton of time and hopefully thousands of dollars in spending.
Well, I can tell you why I'm a fan of this.
All right.
Now, all right, I got to leave some parts out for PC. Let's just say I was a troubled youth.
Sure.
Yeah. Played football for a while. That dream ended fairly quickly, and I didn't quite finich all my schooling, right?
37 million adults, just like you.
Didn't get there. Now, mind you, I was short. Let's just call it 20 credits away.
Mm-hmm.
20 credits away from the 4-year degree.
Yeah.
Didn't go back. Let's just say I became an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
We'll just call it that.
Absolutely.
Years and years go by. I was in the nightclub business, did bars and stuff for a long time. And then I just had an epiphany. Long story short, came back after a 2-year walkabout. Man, I was living in native reservations. I was out there.
Wow.
Came back and I said, hey, man, I want to be a psychologist.
Cool.
So I started to find schools. I tried to start to find schools.
Mm-hmm. It's a nightmare.
You have to have 60 credits to get a degree from here. We'll only take this many of your credits.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
But they weren't accredited. I almost signed up for a school that wasn't accredited. Would have cost me.
Yeah.
And I was all over them. It took me almost 3 months. If not, I mean, that's working like trying to find schools, calling to find one that would not only be cost effective for the degree, but accept most of my credits.
Absolutely.
If I'd have taken the first 3 phone calls, I'd have lost probably another 30 credits.
Absolutely.
Which is huge money.
Huge money.
So if I could have just called you, you'd have been like ABC.
Absolutely. We would have talked to you about what are your goals? What do you want to do in psychology? How do you want to use your degree? What's your background? What's your academic background? And most importantly, surprisingly enough,
man, you would have helped me more, man.
Yeah. I want to understand, are you actually prepared to go back to school? One of the big mistakes people make is, say around the new year, they get excited about, I'm going to lose weight and go back and finish my degree.
Oh.
And they get all excited and they see that TV ad or they click on that link or they see that banner ad and they start getting 30 phone calls and they get talked into something.
Then all the mail shows up.
Absolutely.
They know you've clicked and now you're baited.
They enroll and 3 months later you're like, this isn't really for me. I wasn't ready. My schedule sucks. So we go through that whole process. And then once we understand what you're all about, what your goals are, what you're looking for in a school, we go and do our research. So we research. There's thousands of programs out there.
I want to party. What school do I go to?
Well, if you're looking to go to school online, you have to party in the living room. So what we would do for you, Adam, in that case is we come back to you with an initial list of schools based on your criteria. Your number one criteria would be who will accept most of my credits.
That's right.
So we come back with a list of 15 to 20 schools that at least meet that initial criteria. We review those with you and we'd say, Adam, take some time, look at our information, and come back to me with a short list. Pick 4 to 6 that you're most interested in based on what we told you. Once you give us that list, we then go and we interview those 6 schools on your behalf.
Whoa, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You go that far.
We go that far.
So you're not just generating information. You're going that far.
We're interviewing them. We're asking about 40 to 50 questions, everything about the school, the curriculum, the transfer credits, their faculty, what the courses are like, what a weekend like.
That's a lot of phone calls, man.
Absolutely. And it's phone calls you don't have to make. And frankly, you wouldn't have made.
Yeah, well, I made them, but it took me 3 months, 4 months, headaches, and almost bad decisions.
And you didn't know what questions to ask, really, because would you know to ask, do you require proctoring for your online exams? You don't know that.
That's right.
So once that process is done, we actually then take your transcript. We create a list of every course in that program. We tell you which of your transcript courses should transfer, and then what alternatives exist that will also meet transfer requirements. So you might be able to find a class that you can take as a competency-based exam for $0 that counts as 3 credits. So then in the process, what you got is exactly where should I go to school, what should I spend, why am I picking that program, which school should I apply to, Do I have a chance of really getting in? And you make one phone call to the contact we made, and you're done.
Well, two things. That saves thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, absolutely. Just in your time.
Well, yeah, I was going to add that second.
Yeah.
Just the extra classes you're not taking, credits that actually make sure you get accredited for. That I mean, the student loans themselves, if you go that far, I mean, you're the thousands and thousands of dollars. And then if time equals money, that's a lot of time missed with the family making phone calls, taking off of your job to do those phone calls.
Absolutely.
Trust me, I can attest to that.
And most people aren't as diligent as you are. You took 3 months. Most people make 3 phone calls.
That's
they get
because I was
frustrated.
broke.
Well, they make 3 phone calls. They get frustrated and they stop, or even worse.
True.
They make 3 phone calls. They hear what they want to hear from phone call number 2, and they stop.
Oh, and then you sign up with.
It's kind of like buying the first house you see. You know, they always tell you never buy the first. Like the folks in this room would tell you, don't fall in love with the first house. You don't want to fall in love with the first school. So I had a client. She actually, her company pays 100% of their tuition. She's very lucky.
Yeah.
She enrolled in the school.
Can I work for them?
$52,000 program in Nebraska.
Yeah.
$52,000 program online. I'm like, well, you know, if you had gone with us, we would find you the exact same degree at a school exactly like this. It would cost you $32,000. Now, you're not paying for it, but your company would have been much happier, and you would have been much happier because they accepted more of your credits.
And you do this nationwide.
Oh, yeah. So anyone, anywhere.
Anyone, anywhere.
Absolutely.
Alaska?
Absolutely.
Okay, most people like except there.
Alaska, you probably want to go to school online because there's just not that many options.
Yeah, it's all over the place. This is brilliant, man.
Yeah, it's a cool idea, and you know, there are companies who do something similar to what we do. There's one big difference. We actually have individuals or their employer as our clients. They pay for the service. And because we do that, there's no bias. So other companies have similar programs, but they get paid by the schools. So they get paid to produce leads for the schools. There's nothing wrong with that. I was in that business years ago. Problem is, if I'm looking to recommend a list of schools and I know that these 3 schools are paying me, guess which 3 schools are going to be included?
That's where I'm going. That's it. Yeah,
exactly.
So you can't trust that what you're getting back from them is best for you.
It's biased.
It's their bottom line.
It's what's best for the school, not what's best for the individual
best for that kickback check I'm getting.
Exactly. So I want to reverse that polarity and put all the power in the hands of the student. And
this is brilliant.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
No one else is doing that.
No one else is doing it.
Dale, you're on it.
We love it.
So, caretaker, or I'm sorry. What's the name again?
Cleardegree.com.
Cleardegree. Why am I saying caretaker? Cleardegree.com, right there.
Clear path to a degree. Cleardegree.com.
I love it. Clear path to a degree is the slogan there.
Yeah, we're your education concierge, and you can go to go.cleardegree.com and learn all about it.
And this is imperative for people to do it. I mean, well, I'm going to bring up another point too, especially right now in the world of automation that's coming.
Oh yeah,
and there's so many Americans. I learned a fact actually. You said you listened to Rogan too.
Yeah,
right. I was listening to Rogan the other day. He had guys running for president, Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
And he brought up, I want to say it was 70% of the workforce, or it could be less or more, give or take.
Absolutely,
is in that service industry.
Minimum income.
Right.
Yeah.
And I did not know this. Truckers being 3.8 million. Right. So if all this goes automated, right, and we got to re-educate, or a lot of people are forced to have to do something.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a huge market you're looking ahead at, man.
Huge. And here's the issue: if you live, let's say, for example, we know there's a growing interest in the healthcare field.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the big master's degrees areas is a field called healthcare informatics. It's about combining healthcare information and data.
Yeah.
Making heads or tails of all this stuff. Why it's costing us so much to get treated, right?
Insurance sucks.
So let's say you live in Orlando. You're in the healthcare business. You want to get in this field because you know it's big bucks. It's not going away. If you want to go to school on ground and you live in Orlando, you need to be able to be willing to drive to Florida, South Florida, or Gainesville, because there's nothing in Orlando. If you go online, there are 70 online degrees in healthcare informatics, 70 different options, with price ranges that go from $16,000 for a degree to $80,000.
And everything in 70.
Between. Exactly. Now you get access now because you have access to 70 different programs,
and I'm not even paying you.
And you got choice. You got choice.
Yeah.
Right. So now you can say, hey, what's the difference between the 30,000 degree program and the 60,000? Not much difference. Tell me more about the 30,000 degree program.
Of course.
Or, hey, that $6,000 degree program, my CEO went to school there. If I can get a degree from there, I'm gold.
That's looking
it's worth
good.
More money. So, options and choice, man.
I love this idea.
Cool.
And the person's not even technically paying for it. So I can call you and it gets all set up, and man, it's ridiculous.
Good stuff.
Man, you're helping a lot of people do this.
We are. We
This
love
is
it.
what changes lives, really.
It really does. It really does. So it changes lives, and it gets people off the pot. You know, they think, I'll do it. I'll think about it next week. I'll research it next week. I'll research it next month. Next month becomes next year. Next thing you know, you got 2 kids. 5 years goes by, 10 years goes by, and you never made that move. Now's the time to make the move. You give us a call, go to the website. It's worth a few $100s to save several thousand. Is what we say.
At minimum,
You know,
oh, shoot, in time, you're saving
Absolutely.
months of calling and
Absolutely.
research,
yeah.
headache, confusion.
And everything we do is money back guarantee. We don't charge to the end of the process. If you think it wasn't worth it, we don't charge you.
This is brilliant. Dale, I love this, man.
Cool.
And put it out there again everywhere everybody can find this or listen to it.
Go.cleardegree.com.
This is something I can get behind and market. We got to talk, man.
Absolutely.
This is something
Love
I can get behind, man.
Cool.
Dale Leatherwood, everybody, Clear Degree. Go check that out, man. You're changing lives, offering a great new service,
All
man.
right, man. Thanks, Adam.
Appreciate it.
All right.